Fuck it. I'll just leave the office hours on. If I stops by, I'll answer, but it's going to be on mute most of the time because I'm be running a vacuum cleaner and just running up and downstairs. Yeah. Thank you for your efforts. How can I help? Thank you for your efforts. How can I help? Thank you for your efforts. Right? It's about them. They don't need to know everything.
It's about to. No one can withstand my canary cry. It's about to get frosty.
The metaphysical is my domain.
Whole scene. Terry Botter's eating a taquito. He goes, oh, and he snaps it. Okay. Mm. 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 Huh. Yeah. Practically the same team. I'm a high power ring.
I never.
Great hair.
Stargirl should be more powerful, but this is another player. Superman is not taking any damage.
Great Hera.
Oh, that's because Harley's getting pounded. Or
Time to fly.
front run. Yeah, no, that's Harley's getting pounded by Wonder Woman in both cases. Or no, my Harley's taking his Wendy, my Wendy's taking his Harley. Superman's starting to take a little bit of punishment. Oh, Green Arrow has been hit in the rear, probably by my Green Arrow. Ooh, my Harley might not make it, but that's one hell of a takedown. Oh, Mara bringing them all
I
back
never
up.
miss.
Where's his Mara? Where is, like, these guys should have healed at least 3 times by now. Oh, there went Harley.
Great Hera.
I never miss.
There. Wonder Woman's still holding up like a beefy tank while she is.
Great Hera.
Ooh, Stargirl and Green Arrow took out opposing Green Arrow without me even noticing.
I never miss.
There goes Clark, and Mara is not much on her own.
Great Hera. For Atlantis.
40. Okay, so they're all one. He's all 140. Mm. Well, that's the problem. He has merit. No. Poor Zero at the end of stars. I don't know where his mirror was. Same deal. Got the magic weather flute. Makes sense. Makes sense. Gave his Superman the penguin umbrella. His what is that? Prometheum claws. That belong to. We got Prometheum. Prometheum. Dr. Fate thing?
Evil is never truly defeated. But I'll help you anyway.
What? Amazon? Amazonian alloy shield? Interesting. There must be a scene where you. Oh, hey. How many stars over here? And yeah, no, that's a 5-star.
You will learn why the ancients called me mighty.
Wait. 5-star. Yeah. Go, there's that big old fucking thunderbolt thing. Mm-hmm.
I like this look. I'd love to have a little fun.
Oh, good. She's got like, yeah, no, she needs that. So that's 16, 15 technically, but okay. Catwoman, you next. What? Okay, nobody's saved, so let's clear this area. Oh shit, I forgot I already had one. Oh, oh. Get out.
Cosmic zap. Great hair for Atlantis.
I never miss.
Let me at him.
Okay, I think I took out a Bane.
Cosmic zap.
I never miss.
For Atlantis. Let me at him. Great Hera.
I'm just not doing enough. Damn it.
Cosmic zap. Let me at him.
I never miss.
For Atlantis. I'm ready for another mission. I will gladly accept this task. I'm ready for another mission.
Mythic. So she's a healer, that's because we are the character. This guy. This guy.
I am Superman. I've got this.
Okay. That's why he has the gun. Because he's got the gun. He's got the gun because he's got the gun. Get it? Full dive.
I am Superman. I've got this.
What is? Hey.
I can.
I like.
You will learn why the ancients called me mighty.
Let me at him.
Evil is never truly defeated, but I'll help you anyway.
No one can.
This is still. I am vengeance.
90s Batman.
I will take care of this. I will take care of this. I'm ready for another mission. I will gladly accept this task.
Hand me my bow. I was born and molded for this.
1 star. Does not unlock a move. That's mainly what I'm worried about right now.
I like this look.
4 seconds. What? 354. Weird. Cool. Power of Paladin.
our Nicola that is Twitch, TikTok, Threads, Instagram, the whole shebang. This week is the premiere of Phase 1 of Noirmal. I've been busting my ass on this thing. I'm so happy to finally be crossing the threshold on this. You should check out the socials. We've got character art for all of the characters in Bad Beats Evil, and we also have character art from Stream Punk Presents coming up. So I'm super excited about it. We're trying to make this thing something special. Phase 1 is still very early on, even though we're premiering. We've learned a lot of lessons, and hopefully we keep doing this and it keeps getting better. But in order for that to happen, we could really use your support. So that is it. That's all good.
Two-thirds of it is mine. Let them try.
Tremble, fools.
Two-thirds of it is mine. Let them try.
I feel rope. I never miss.
Lord Lattice.
Honestly, Dr. Kanye's art is, I think, my favorite. Um, I'm trying to think. Have you posted Dr. Kanye? Gotcha. So check out their socials. Dr. Kanye is just a really cool character design. Not the normal type of villain that you would expect to see. I love it. It's not a it's not a type of art.
Great Hera.
But I should be posting our cover for Bad Beats Evil so you can see the game together. It is for
Flash.
sure a motley crew. A witch, a werewolf, a god, a symbiote, and a doctor. What could go wrong?
Let's go. This shouldn't take long.
I feel rope.
Lord Lattice.
I never miss.
Great Hera. Here comes a physics lesson.
I never
That
miss.
actually works.
I feel rope. Bye.
Lord Lattice.
Regions are for some
Oh, hey.
miniature setup I have. We can make decisions for your tactics and whatnot.
Was it that the skeleton had the highest rank speed?
Yes.
What was their deal?
Well, well, I think they all have about the same AC, but the tentacles can grab you. If they hit with a melee attack, they get a free grab.
Gotcha.
Or grapple, I mean. And so that's the situation right now. Is they are grappled with one tentacle. Oh, and each of those on the side is like 40. Okay. Not that you have to do damage to each one, but they're like groups. And I described they're sort of like coming
We'll
out
be
of the
done
side.
soon.
You know, like this thing is really like monster
Great Hera.
version of the Raptor.
I never miss.
Cosmic zap!
I feel revived.
Scrambling, monster bone, and turtle mount inside of the turtle mount. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. Yeah. And it probably doesn't even match. Like, you all are aware that, like, oh, this must be a Kraken, but if you've seen Kraken before, it didn't really look like this. So, you know, just an easy one. Okay, so, what, oh yeah, top of the round makes it Brutus's turn. Okay, in absentia, has the best initiative roll. Yeah, that's on brand for a moment. What would you like to do?
So I think I'm still kind of coming out of the vision, and so I hear Este, you know, grab me, and when I kind of turn to look, I see you've got a hippo body.
Let's go.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
should tremble. It's about to get frosty.
You're struggling to open the fruit.
Okay.
And I start kind of like phasing in and out of like seeing you grab by this tentacle and opening this thing.
2/3 of it is mine. Let them
So
try.
is it possible for me to go from where I am?
Lord Lattice.
You just want to go to like the base.
Stone cold. Broke my own record.
It's me.
Here comes a physics lesson.
I'm gonna go and take my 4 attacks. You want to roll them separately or should I roll them together?
Because if you overwhelm the damage threshold for that.
Yeah. Actually, hold on. I only need 3 attacks since I'm not even going to have the sword. Why would I have my sword?
Oh yeah, you're probably my dad right now. That's fair.
Yeah.
Taking all your sharp things away.
Yeah, exactly. No, so I'm
Lord Lattice.
Stone cold. Broke my own record.
One less spell points. It was fun while we tried. Yeah, it doesn't work. I can admit when we tried something, right? It doesn't work.
Broke my own record.
So we're going into spell slots. For players, you know how many spell points you have spent. If you would please mark up an equivalent number of spell slots right now. So
I was at 0.
then all of your spell slots are marked. Congratulations, your math is very easy today. Yeah, I mean, you're in the same boat, right? Like,
Yeah.
congratulations, you're a cantrip caster. Okay, so, Brutus, if, let's do, well, let's see, how much is your damage roll?
my damage roll is a D8 plus my bonus, which is plus
You can roll all your attacks.
Okay, alright, okay. Yep. So let's see. For my first attack, I get an AC 21.
Shadow
No,
have
actually,
to stunning strike.
it that's going to be 7 points of 7 points of. I'm going to make it force damage to start. And actually, I'm going to hit my astral spark. And he's one of the spark. Just 3 for. So that's 10 points of force damage total. Yeah. And I am going to spend a focus point to make that. Try to make that a stunning strike. So please make me a DC 13 Constitution saving. That's my second. Ginormous.
2/3 of it is mine. Let them try.
Tremble, fools.
2/3 of it is mine. Let them try.
Okay. Let's see. My second attack will hit DC.
The hunt is on.
Okay. And then my third attack will hit AC. Hold on. 17. Yes. Okay. Damage roll. Okay. That's going to be an additional 4 points.
Cool.
For Atlantis. Great Hera.
I feel revived.
This will help. For Atlantis.
I want to leave that advantage for
Oh shit!
Great Hera. This will help.
yeah, so I was thinking like, oh, I really wish I had played it, but it's not really resistant to your punches, but you're just like punching these
Great Hera.
bang fleshy tentacles, like, oh, come on, like, break through this somehow. And for one of it, it's like, oh, okay, well, there's a spot in the joint where the tentacle connects to the neck right? Like, what kind of tentacle? I can't get it, and it keeps like trying to get out of your way. It's like, ow, no. Don't touch me there. It's tentacle touch.
I never miss.
Broke my own record.
Yep.
Cosmic Zap.
I never miss. Here comes a physics lesson.
So, is that Jaded Girl?
I never miss. Broke my own record.
Cosmic Zap.
I never miss.
Basically, spell
Oh shit!
No, I did the same.
Cosmic Zap.
yes.
Fucking time now. Damn.
This also will not use up.
Oh, bro.
Stone cold.
Going to miss.
Cosmic Zap.
I'm gonna make a little save. I'm gonna make a save at disadvantage. Because one,
Stone cold.
getting over, so this picture. Now, I am also going to ask Argus to have a group make. That's a serious thing. And I'm gonna have to make a con save. If you want to.
Here comes a physics lesson.
I trust that you should be able to fight me.
Yeah, but this is about the like.
Oh.
You taser somebody and you're touching them, like. Yeah.
Of course, everyone will be fine.
Yeah. It's just because this is kind of a weird situation where we're like climbing on top of the monster and we're doing all kinds of weird stuff. Unlike usual.
It's shocking and dangerous to touch aspect.
Yeah.
What?
You did what you did. Yeah. Welcome in, Raiders Wolf. We roll all of the lightning bolt dice. And yeah, lightning bolt equals fireball in water. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
This is a very interesting spread. Okay, so that's 18. My dice told me I was naughty.
I didn't roll the credits. Could I do a strength save instead? Yep. But not with the next bonus. Nope. So how much damage? Oh, I was gonna roll with disadvantage. Yeah, well, this one I don't think does because it's only a CR10. Oh, sure. Right, like, I wasn't gonna throw a CR23 at you all. But 4 level 6s can handle CR10s.
So that was 23. So 31.
Okay. 31 lightning. Okay. Well, I've done 145 damage.
How much damage do I take?
You're gonna take a quarter. Oh, no, half. Oh! So wait, how much? You just did 31, right? And then you're gonna pop. Okay, so you take 15 damage. You had how many attacks left? 5. So you take 10 out of your real hit points. And then there's a little. No. What does that look like when you're the glitter bomb? Is that what you described it as?
It's like a light show.
Yeah.
Except whereas Jake was like very like starlight, blah, 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 blah. This is very like if you give a child a lot of firecrackers, don't ever do that as kids.
Yeah. Firecrackers and candy.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. I have a clear idea what this is. It's like put M80s and Jolly Ranchers into a bucket. Yeah.
Mentos and Coke.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, except instead of like cola, it's like like colorful confetti.
Okay. So this side of the tentacles is destroyed. Right? Brutus, go make an acrobatics check. Is this for fun? Yeah. Can I slow fall? Well, you're not gonna. This isn't for falling in. Oh, yeah. This isn't to avoid falling. Or if your dex save bonus is better than your acrobatics bonus. Let's see. I bet you. Actually, my bet better. That's going to be 22. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, you just flip off. I'm going to give you a square of free movement there. Back to the main body as these tentacles just flow apart into. There's still like several stumps that are like.
I mean, basically with another 16 damage.
Yeah. So that part, that 16, I'm not going to apply the whole body, but it did contribute to destroying the temple. So, yeah, because you're not close enough to the main body to apply it. However, that whole side of the attack is gone, so that's good. And you are freed, and you drop into the water. And whereas a kraken might have red or blue or green blood, sort of different types Amazing. Yeah. Wait, did you have a move action you wanted to do? You use bonus and a standard. So. Wait, did you use the bonus action?
And it's
Oh, okay. Okay. Jake.
so I still have advantage on the mouth, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, Moonbeam doesn't require an attack roll.
Oh, it doesn't.
Yeah. So you could still Moonbeam it, but it would leave the advantage available to someone else, unless you wanted to cast something that requires an attack roll. Keep that in mind.
Very cool. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? It worked last time. Let's do it.
Tear up. Number 4.
Might I suggest a level 3 guiding bolt?
Oh, yeah. We're good.
Okay.
0 out of 3.
You have a level 3 spell slot left?
Yes. So roll advantage, yes?
Currently at lowest ranking.
Just to clarify, since we're rolling 2d10, everyone understands advantages you roll 3 dice.
Yes.
And take the better 2. You don't re-roll the whole stuff. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's yeah, sorry.
Can I use my reaction bonus thing work on myself?
What is it?
The
Oh, the omen. I think can you look the text on that? I'm pretty sure you can.
whenever a creature you can see within 30 feet of me. I can see myself. You count it?
It doesn't say another creature.
No, it just says a creature. I am a creature.
You are.
You take a reaction roll to add 1d6.
Yeah. So this will use up your reaction for the round.
That's
So
fine.
you won't be able to do counterspell or anything else.
Okay.
Well, so that should.
Why, dice? You were so nice last time.
What's the text say?
Yes, take a reaction to roll 1d6 and add the result to the total.
Oh, a d6. Okay.
Yeah. The dice said
No, it's all right. I mean, you would have needed. Yeah, you had a 50-50 chance of taking it. So.
you're fired.
Sometimes we miss.
That was very distracting, what just happened.
Yeah. And there's like muck in the air, the like splatter of like, and I think what's so unique about this is like it's raining. It's like 1 in the morning at this point. It's middle of the night, and you can see the blackness of its whatever its substance is against the darkness of the night. Like it is darker than the night that you're in, right? And it's sort of moving through the air as if it was a splatter of liquid that is not interacting with the rain. It's almost like a bad animation, right? Of like, come on, guys, the rain would be washing this down. Like, no, it's not, right? It's just not interacting with that. It's just flipping through it. Yeah, exactly. So that's just work though. There's that. And Esve and Brutus, at the start of your turns, you're going to have a station saving throw. You'll start your turn in that area. So, okay. Then, anything else? Like a move or bonus, or you use a reaction.
Fine, alright. I don't want to get any closer to that thing.
It's good out here.
Yeah, I'm good over here.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Also, just for verisimilitude, I think the rest of the cast had gone to bed, right? And so they're in their caravans that are
fight going on outside. So that's why Tim and Cornelius, nobody's rushing out. They're like, oh yeah, it's night. Okay. Lucretius left. We're all really tired. We're turning in, and so that's why. Also, I don't want to have 8 million NPCs all over. A lot of the skeleton folk are running around trying to help, so we have that as well. But this guiding bolt goes into the night. It sort of leaves a hole through the shadow and just sails away and dissipates. Monster, it's your turn.
Is that also used? So that used the advantage of the last
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah. So the advantage is used up, unfortunately. And yeah. So monster is going to it only has 2 attacks now. And it is going to attack Brutus as they so Brutus trying to grab you. Well, I could just make an attack roll. AC 16. Oh. Also I got doubles. I hit you on the dice. Double 8. How much damage? I don't know. I've never played this game. Okay, we're gonna. Yeah, actually, since we got the grab. Yeah. Alright. So we're gonna start with the bludgeoning damage. Okay, sure. It is 6 plus 7 is 13 bludgeoning damage. And the target is grappled. Okay. Is grapple and target is restrained. Target has that's fine. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm actually gonna replace the second attack rather than attacking Essay since I made a successful grab. I'm gonna replace that attack with my bite attack. Sure. And restrained means I have the advantage. Yeah.
Wait. Attack roll?
It is. No advantage.
No advantage. Right, I thought I canceled that out.
Have you ever had something on your fork and stabbed yourself in the cheek? I have. That's why left hand's not allowed to feed me anymore. Left hand can hold a knife or glass. Left hand has stabbed me in the cheek with a fork. That's what not having advantage on eating the food in your hand. Like, have you ever bitten your thumb while eating a sandwich?
Oh, sure.
I have. Why? Is this just me? Nobody else?
No, I
tend to bite the inside of my mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Your tongue will too.
Like,
I've never bitten my thumb.
I get eager. The food is getting in my face.
in my mouth.
Flat roll. Uh-oh. What's your AC?
16.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay. Titanic monster. How about that?
Okay. So it grabs you off the top, brings you around to the beak mouth.
Okay.
And now I need you to make a. Let's see.
I think actually, just to build that Lily a little bit of the canceled attack. I am going to say that this is a creature within 60 feet of myself, and I've succeeded on an attack roll. So I'm going to use my reaction to reroll. And
That's
that is advantage.
What? What ability is that?
Silver Rebucks.
Oh yeah. And you got
That's classic.
Fantastic. So I have to re-roll my attack. Good.
Which basically you reroll a table number.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not exactly how the advantage works, but that's fine. I'll just re-roll. That's 11 plus. Oh, it's still it's like yeah. Okay. Plus I must have yeah. Let's try.
But I'm gonna look at Brutus and say, you friend deserve advantage on the next roll.
Okay, then. That's right, silvery barbs.
So
Excellent.
silvery barbs gives both things.
So I magically distract the triggering creature, and that moment of uncertainty, where it's like, do I want to try to eat this? It's an opportunity for Brutus.
Okay. Brutus, I'm going to give you this. This is the thing that I've sort of customed into this. You're grabbed, you're grappled, restrained. You can choose con or strength save for what's about to happen.
Okay. A couple of things too. So, am I getting damage from this particular bite?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. So that is all kind of
It depends on what
on the save. I got you. Yeah. In that case, let me make that save. And it's advantage on the next attack for silvery barbs.
Yeah, attack, saving throw.
Oh.
Okay, you can just the chosen has advantage on the next attack roll, ability, check, or saving throw.
Oh, good.
Okay.
You shot the next
Actually,
one.
yeah. And it is. I mean, I got it. So that's 4, 14, 15. And it's a con save?
Yeah. Or con or strength.
Or strength. Okay, great. That'd be 16.
Oh, good. 16.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Okay, so the good news is you're taking damage. Okay. Do you have something that
I'm going to try to deflect that attack. I'm going to spend a. Hold on a second. Yeah. Oh, I don't have to spend a focus point on that. I am going to try to deflect it.
Okay.
I deflect 17 points of damage.
Oh, hold on. Let me roll the damage for that. The light is 10. 11. So I did 18.
18. Okay, so I didn't reduce it to 0. I can't redirect it. Okay. But
Reduce it to 1. Okay. So here's what happened. This thing was trying to jam you all the way into its mouth, so you resisted the swallow hold attack.
Okay, excellent.
All right.
Excellent.
You did not get swallowed. You got like caught onto the beak.
Sure.
Like, ah! You know what it is.
If I'm holding it.
Yeah. You like grabbed onto the outside of the beak. Your like feet are holding it open. Your feet and hands, right? And the tentacle is trying to like jam you in there. And you were like, no, eat the tentacle instead, right? You were like trying to make that happen. It didn't totally work out. So the in between is like the beak is cutting into your hands a little bit. Okay, right? Like it's sharp, barnacles. It's breath is horrendous. I totally forgot about the breath attack. That's my fault. Let's get that. Yeah, you take 1 point of damage. Okay. Thanks to Silvery Barbs and your special monk abilities.
Sure.
And you are still grappled, but you're standing holding the beak, the inner beak open, right? There was the beak and then the whole other beak inside of that, right? So you are, just
The inner one starts to snap. Like, ah!
Yeah.
That's when I really fully snap into consciousness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Does everyone have a clear idea of what's happening to you? Okay. That's the monster's attack. He only gets 2 attacks now. And, one. Oh, yeah. Let's go and reset. That's fine. Okay. We're gonna do some lightning bolts. Like it's lightning storm. It's not the wizard's lightning bolt.
Yeah.
But I could target 3. So Graylin and Jaden are in range of that. So we're also getting a little blasty blast. Each of you, please make a dexterity saving throw.
Is that just right?
It's spelled D-E-X-T.
I'm not even.
Nope.
Oh.
It's not a line or burst. It's just these come striking from the rain, the thundering sky. 16? That's the DC.
Yes.
Oh, then. So my spell's not enough. Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna take half damage. Unfortunately, you're immune to lightning damage, right?
We have that right here.
Weird, I didn't remember that. That's right, with your character. Okay, let's roll low. It's just 3d10. It's fine. So that's not.
And I'm full health.
Okay. So it's 22. You take 22. You take 11.
11. Okay.
as just lightning bolts come sparking down out of the sky directly to the two of you.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it actually gets to do 3D. So I'm also gonna say that one of the skeletons that was trying to help out with stuff just gets blasted apart. Explodes in a shower of bone shards.
What is it? I mean, that are you doing mercy or is that how you want to play this?
Well, you can't target two people at the same time.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. That's monster turn. Grail.
Great. So, having just tried.
Hold on. He did recharge his healing ability, so I have to. That's pretty good. It's 12.
So, having seen us just fail to stop the thing, which is like that's like it's one thing that I failed. But as they also tried to save Brutus in the same turn, and neither one of us could stop from happening what wanted to happen. And having this lightning come, Graham really wants this thing to stop. Like I said, Brutus, so it goes into like full on the knees prayer. You see his hands start to glow, and then he points directly at the tentacles that are holding Brutus. And it's not really there. You guys can all see the symbol of Teleport glowing and radiating on one part of it. Because I've done this on my channel for videos. And it is held to the grave, and I'm showing you guys the path to join this thing. So whoever hits it next, whatever damage you're getting with, it's vulnerable to it. It takes nothing total.
Nice. Excellent. I love that. Okay, very cool. That's standard action. You want to move for bonus?
I'm good where I am. I'm still helping from here.
Okay.
And I get my reaction back after this because I can get
Yeah.
my right. Perfect.
Or no, you get it at the beginning.
Oh, so I got it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yep, no, different.
Okay, cool. Then, alright. Let's go to Brutus. Okay, well, I don't like where I am. Again, I've kind of like snapped into consciousness inside this thing's mouth. There's an air mouth right
Yeah,
me.
I'm gonna move you over there too.
So this is, you're really sort of like between squares, but
Oh wait, I'll put you there. It's your Brutus. Brutus in tentacles. Stop making tentacles. I thought they were holding.
they are, and it's in the mouth.
Yeah.
Right? So he's like holding the mouth open. It's has a tentacle around his waist.
Okay, so then can I move that for the mouth
Well,
then?
you can just mark the creature.
Okay.
Right? Like that's fine. Then if people want to attack the tentacle, they'll have that benefit. If they want to attack the face, they'll have that benefit. Is it like the next attack or
The next attack.
Yeah.
Whatever damage it is. No.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, let's see. Boy, that's action. If I want to shadow step, I don't want to shadow step out. But you know what? I think I'm going to try to at least. I don't know. Hold on. I'll tell you what. If you do shadow step, I'm going to do a dexterity save to see if I don't chomp my own tentacle. Oh, sure. Okay. All right. So that's make like your chomp to the. Yeah. Okay. If you want to do, you don't have to do. But no, you know what? I really don't like being in this mouth. I think I'm just gonna panic shadow step out of it. Yeah, the stench of rotten fish coming out of this thing's throat, nasty. I think I do want to stay on top of this thing though. So it's dim light. It's like it's early, in the morning, so it's pretty dim.
Yeah, it's like 2 a.m. I think we 1 or 2 a.m. something like that. It's
Okay.
dark light. I don't think there's a big moon tonight.
Oh, it's cloudy.
Oh,
sure. Yeah. Right. It's raining. So okay, I'm gonna shadow step onto the nubs of tentacles, like that area. Oh, sure. Kind of where I was before. Yep. That's gonna be my action.
Shadow step's just a move, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, no. I think it's an action. I think I actually have to come up with it. Or bonus action. I don't think that's a standard action. Oh, it's a bonus action. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do that. I've already used your advantage for the last roll, but actually shadow stepping, I get advantage on the next attack. So you know what? I'm going to attack it. I'm going to attack it once. Okay, let's do that. I'm going to send fists out. I see this stuff pouring out of its tentacle nubs, and I'm like,
and I see you, Graylin, standing on the shoreline. Oh, snap. It's that stuff again. It's that stuff your friend warned me about. And at this point, I pretty panicked, so I only get a 9, which is not going to do it. That's not going to do it. Oh, your friend says hi, by the way. My friend? Yeah, the really attractive one with the whole body and the scales on his chest.
Now, that Bruce is still, that Bruce is still high off the bat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, my friend, thrashing the wreckage of wood and ships, the rain pouring down, and then shouting to each other across the, the Dominator. Oh, sure, bud.
I forgot I rolled with advantage, but I still rolled low enough that I'm not going to hit it. So, okay, I'm up there. I'm beating on this thing. Yeah.
Okay. But then that probably doesn't use up the double damage.
I think he must have kicked in.
Okay. Cool. All right. That takes us to Esme.
Okay. I am going to.
Oh, I have to do my dex save.
Strong, yes. Yeah.
Yourself. Save of 7. Probably not going to save. But this is apply his own bite attack. Stop biting yourself.
Did you max damage?
No, but he's like 20 damage. Alright. I'm going to reduce it a little bit because it's still one tentacle, but still, that's a significant amount of damage. You can check.
Okay, so I am going to. So if I quicken Chromatic Orb, I can still cast a cantrip, which is great. So I am advantage, sorcery points. And since I've still got that is
Attacking the base, it's also 7.
yes, yeah. Now that Brutus is out of the way, I just blasted straight into the ceiling. That's so funny. 2 sets of dice, 2 10s, 2 separate sets of dice. But that's a 16 plus 7. 23? Yeah. Okay, so that's gonna be then 68 as a damage. So that's 3d8. Just roll it for me, so that's 5 plus. Plus 11? 29. Even though face.
29? Still up.
Okay.
It's not vulnerable, that's it.
No,
camera comes together, so there's little like just sparks floating around, and like it's like looking at like you get no chunks.
Yeah.
It's just like curls, like one arm goes from the panic corner and goes in and radius as the other arm comes around and shoots out first. And it's like ready to also sear it. Because like it's all like running. It's like, ah, I'm gonna get you within a second.
Yeah. You're like winding up for the polymer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. You always you swing all the way through, no matter what. Right?
That's what I'm done. That's what I do all the time, ready for the follow.
Yeah. Okay. So, it seems like a few people were included out for what might happen next. I would like you to roll history or wisdom save. Whichever one highest. Yeah. Not history or wisdom. I think any of them.
What's what?
What's the 28?
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Well, yeah, go ahead. Okay. So then, actually, with the crit, I'm gonna give it to you. You're able. I'm also like I think out of here for you to pick up on this really quickly.
I picked it up before you said it.
Yeah, a good shout of line about the like keeping your mouth covered, right? And as this thing expired, it sort of like deflates a little bit and then explodes, right? Not in a damaging way. Well, actually, Brutus, I need you to make a saving throw. Okay. Saving throw. Well, this is smaller. So this is okay. Smaller. As long as over here. Okay, let's see. I got 14. Oh, then yeah, you're saved. Okay, alright. Okay, now, this thing of Brutus and Braylon is close enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 of you need to make dexterity saving throws. Ada, good job.
See, way over here.
Yep. You're out of the blast radius.
19 on the dice.
Good.
Last time was 12, this time was 11. So I'm sure it's enough.
I got double the ones.
Oh,
No, I can make it 8.
Oh no! Thank you. Oh no! We're in this together, but
Yeah, no worries. Okay. I got enough hit points to take it. So as you realize, with the warning in your own thoughts of like, oh, right, yes, I know what this is right way. You don't have to roll anything. You like what do you do to like cover your face?
Yeah, I don't think there's a moment where like it's like, okay, now,
Oh yeah.
it's like part of my yeah, like spinning it around, like
Whoa.
like a little reflection.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna have to take that later.
Okay. So you guys should move your mouth. You two, and I can make one. Okay.
okay, that's a good roll. That's
14. Yeah, 14. Oh, okay. All right. So you've got that's just made it. Okay. Yeah. Slid up. It splattered with some of this, spiritual darkness, but it managed to push through that initial, the cold just chills into your bones, your breath catches, and you just mentally push it out of your body, right? Yeah. its own liquid animation separate from the ocean, and it's like moving across the beach a little bit. It became sort of like a rocky beach wreckage of the galleon that was torn apart. It's parts of the deck, the top this are cracked, broken, pylons. The others are, this is going to be the last one here. Yeah. But otherwise, yeah, this is essentially solved the shadow crack.
I don't know why that exact ship would be back, but like last time I saw Creep, like somebody summoned it. Let's peek around and see if I can, especially or better, or to see if I can pick up anything. Just like around. Yeah.
So make investigation check.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Plus, so there's
Hey, there is something out of the water that is magical nature and it seems like it's like if you were to put down in water, it's like underwater. It's probably just off the beach. And with, back to our
so I would tell you guys, we've seen some source for the magic, that creature. Like last time it was summoned, there was something just off the shore under the water. Should I go after it? Not gonna lie, it would probably be better, but I am very tired.
Thunder around. I got a bunch of sleep yesterday, so I was in fun times yesterday.
well rested.
Yeah. So I'm going to like thunder down the dock, like the dock. And I asked briefly where it is.
Like I do my channel community again if I hit it. I'll mark my channel. Okay, but you can see it glow on.
And I got him into the water and I started like swimming.
I'm gonna go after you. Because, man, come alone and all of this float means something. Wait for them and let me be here.
Now,
Huh.
water. I don't have water yet, but
As we go. As from
temporary points.
that's
That could be oh,
They get temporary hit points back so they have their AC boost, and then like a bunch of the martial sorcerer powers shut down when you don't have any temporary hit points.
it's not very nice.
Yeah.
No, I don't have like any kind of water breathing, but I have
This is gonna be a movie.
show my costume. But it's probably good. I have a con of 16, so I can hold my ground.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm not going to consider it a huge problem yet. Let me just look up at the end of the yeah, fair amount.
Incapable.
what the confidence between it's just typical NSA confidence. It's like I'm gonna put water, dive in there. I got it.
No, I know. It's fine.
I was wondering if there was like something I didn't know about. That's it. That's it.
I mean, if we're not going, go.
Sure.
Like,
No,
but
but
obviously.
So the two of you go diving into the water, and the conditions climb very dark under the water in the night, no star room. Yes, it is dark.
I have dark vision.
Oh, yeah.
And then I do actually have swimming speed, so I can swim 45 feet.
Okay.
Basically, best day you'd be moving at half speed, and they're like at half speed. So,
Okay. It's not a problem. Yeah. But yeah, you go ahead, you swim down to where roughly now you weren't able to mark it exactly. So you're like, it's a thing here, right? But there's like, look like it's approximately where you're supposed to be. So I'm gonna have get there first for this roll investigation with it.
okay, with advantage, that's not going to be great. It's only going to be 12. Okay. Sharpness.
Because I got this second little slide, it falls over down.
Oh, awesome. Fantastic. Okay, all right. Type number and type this year.
It's generated points equals with a spellcasting ability modifier and the start of each of its turns.
Oh, okay.
So at the start of your turn, you get 4.
I think it's more.
Higher level gives me more turns.
Cool start.
But it really is like rebound. You gain 4.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, you guys down, you know you're in the right area. It's just going to take a second to find it.
Yeah.
So that means we've got a turn of breath. Trying to find the your breath.
Oh, it's under suffocating.
Suffocating. I mean, we might as well do it right. Let's see.
Check the rules glossary.
Sorry. Jeez, that's not one.
Hey, look.
Crazy order on that stuff.
Some of them are okay. Okay, looks like they're all under 24 people. That's fine.
I think with my number of minutes, one plus my mark. So that's
Oh, okay. What's this thing's top modifier? Then you've got 2 minutes, which is 20 combat.
Sounds like you don't like
Yeah. Alright. So then I'm not gonna worry about this all this. You get down there and find a little the reason why it's so hard to find is it's a black or opening. It's like a pearl about double this size, or
size of a softball.
yeah, softball is sort of half buried in the sand, making the dust of the mud. And yeah, down there and come up with it just as easy as you want. And doesn't seem like there's anything else in the water. There's got a frog coming screaming out of the deep.
Okay. Alright. You know what? Before I grab it, can I have Fateful Power wrap around it? Okay, I'll grab it. And so, we're swimming out in the water. And I kind of like raise it up above my head. And I show it to you like, I think this was what was giving us trouble back there. Do you recognize it?
Out of the
Not about the same size, right?
No, I mean, like, I'm 5 foot 4.
Well, fast forward to everybody on the shore, right? Bring it back in.
Or, yeah.
I think something you maybe didn't notice right away, no, actually, you probably wouldn't notice right away. It is heavier than you expect.
Oh, sure, okay. Yeah, yeah. what, yeah. Sure, yeah.
Not quite. I think so. This was the same stuff that was on the first giant squid thing. And Bellamore took it off of me and turned it into an orb like that.
What was your friend's name? He says,
He said, what?
I didn't realize your friend was, our gift or something. Which one? I mean, sure, it was a nice little swim. Yeah. I'd love to take you on that trip one of these days.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Do you want this?
no. But no, he, no, Mr. actually. Mr. Yeah. Mr. Winston made this well, a clear version. I'm assuming also a lighter version of that, right? And I think whoever's doing that is who I'm supposed to be. But I also didn't.
So, pull out your right? The, you know, little, like, very soft, like, little glow. You might not have noticed it, except it's black out here. In the middle of the night, raining, whatever. As, filter. You know right away, the dark form would qualify as a material link. Which, you know, you had something of, you had someone's property, your orb would be way more effective.
Gotcha.
But you wouldn't have them.
Seems like I take it. Just one second. He runs away. Deeper, like please. I don't want to be anymore of gods. I don't want any more of these dragons. I just let me do the one mission that I have, so that I can then we can go back to scout and do the universe. Okay.
Hold on. Your voice is fine.
Oh, okay.
It says,
Said other. I used the word other. Other.
Alright.
I am grateful to him. I met Mishra. That was enough of the gods for me to appear in come work.
neighbors. Right for that, it said, no, let's try again.
I mean, I assume I will have to tell her at some point that I did the job. It's just,
Did she wrong?
no, she's not wrong me. This is all very much over my head, and I'm just trying to do a good job. And I'm very focused on making sure that I falls status and power.
One of them chose that, but I thought it was ugly. The gods, or failed in such spectacular fashion, is disappointing.
No, it's just here's what I want to do my best.
Know that I know you are me.
You don't have the inspiration. I do the inspiration. And it doesn't have any function with Greylands on top of the world. Like, single tier.
Doubt that. Doubt me.
Never. Give me your. So, okay, we're gonna take the order. I can use it to maybe get some information or pinpoint where we're supposed to go next.
Okay, so you take this, and it's really more proper to call it a cone, right? Because it's a little bit, or if you've seen a raw pearl before, they're not
So they're kind of lumpy, and you can see the layers sometimes, and like it is spherical, right? But it has texture to it, and grooves and lumps, and as you turn it, even in the dim light that we have here, it looks like an oil slick, right? Like gasoline in a puddle, but solid, right? It feels a little slippery, a little slimy. I'm using air quotes, but your hand is not slimy.
Right.
Like
No, I don't think I did. No.
actually, not much. You're about the same strength.
Yeah. It's not super strong. I'm more dexterous. Oh, wow.
You just have leverage.
Yeah. But no, it doesn't occur to me more than it's a
20 pounds isn't a surprise. It's
One,
a lot.
in one hand?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, because your glass orb feels like however that much glass would weigh. Right. It's like a substantial weight, but it's really like
And I saw when mine was shadowy, but it wasn't in my hands yet.
No.
It was handed to me.
She took that off of you and then purified it.
They didn't hand it to me.
I would say that if you flinch a little bit, I will try to catch you.
Gotcha.
I don't flinch.
So we had to fall in the middle almost fell. It's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and so when you grab onto it, it's you can feel that it wants to spread out, right? It like wants to infect, right? But you have stopped from doing it. You also know there's a very good thing that you picked it up with using Faithful and didn't touch it with its
That's what I was going to say. It's the same thing the Faithful is doing, right?
Yeah. No. Oh, it's not. Actually, I'm going to give you that for free.
Okay.
It's not the same thing, but Faithful was an effective insulator. Because they're not the same. So, this is a coalesced physical chunk of the shadow. Which, I think in your studies as a cleric, like the little talk that Brutus got for in Brutus language is something that you're familiar with, right? Like,
Right.
People conflate Shadowfell and Shadowkeep, right? They're like, well, it's not him, right? And there are some death gods who suffer, right? But they're about murder, right? This Kelvor is about, like, all things in their season, circle. Like he's not opposed to life, but he's not about killing. Right? But that's neither here nor there as far as he's concerned, right? But yeah, that's okay. So yeah, you have access to this. Anybody who has not voted themselves to Kelvor should probably not hold this.
Right. And as far as it helping me with my work, something I know it's something
It's something you realize, like, okay, now that I have a physical component, I need to set up a little bit of a ritual, right? The ritual takes at least 10 minutes to get going. Actually, I'm just going to say this is an hour-long ritual to, like, get these two things, sort of like lining up two lenses, right? Like, okay, how do I, like you gotta, symbols, whatever. It's magic bullshit.
Gotcha. So I would say to everybody to work with it. This thing is very good. No one can touch this right.
We're just gonna be okay.
This is only kept me safe. Would have been bad, not.
This is what I need to flashback to your scene on the river a little bit. I forgot something in my notes that I was going to have teleport. So he makes this point of trying to explain the difference between the Shadowfell and Shadowweave to somebody who, like, is educated in magic, right? Of like magical theory. Not that this is a doofus, but like, you know, you've been studying magic.
Yeah, it's just not really remarkable. Right?
So he explains that that's a difference, and he explains, I'm going to paraphrase a little bit here, that your shadow step is a fine and good thing to do because you're simply stepping through his realm, right? So a little like Nightcrawler.
Sure.
You know, you Jay, know Nightcrawler, right? Yeah. In his case, he's going through hell. Yeah. But, you know, for you, it's the Shadowfell is always available, right? There is this in-between realm that's essentially limbo, is how I treat it. Not exactly D&D canon, but that's how I like it.
Pretty.
And because you are able to traverse that space, he is.
Oh no, those are the
inviting
bases.
you
Those aren't
to make a
right
decision right away,
spaces.
but he's basically inviting you to become what he calls cyberpunk.
Oh, okay.
And you know, he would explain, like, I imagine Brutus maybe isn't familiar with psychopath, but like, he is inviting Brutus to consider becoming like an ambassador, right? And that some people, most people, when they pass away, go to where they need to be, or even end up in limbo, which is where they need to be. They end up there on their own. But sometimes folks get stuck, right? And they need a little help to at least get into limbo and then figuring out where they need to be. And teleport needs agents in the realm to sometimes help get in the right place at the right time. Yeah.
I think I was doing it. Oh, we'll figure that out later. Okay.
And so he's just saying, you know, please take a cycle of think about it and let me know.
I understand it's a big deal, but I don't understand exactly why.
We need to get some extra context for reference.
Yeah.
Okay. So, that is our scene. Anything we need to establish in the wreckage of this fight?
Oh, what happened? The skeleton? Is he dead?
Well, one of them is.
Aw.
It lost about a dozen.
I but I took the lightning bolt.
Yeah.
But honestly, more than anything, I don't.
I think at this point we're going to be able to finally have a long rest, right? So let's hit long rests on your character sheet, and it should give you all your hit points, all your spell slots, everything ever back. This thing you'll have to manually give yourself, I think it's 18 hit points.
HP went down. I forgot I cast 8 for those all of what you did.
Oh, same. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, but what was that? I got 8 on everybody.
Yeah.
You have reached the Missouri Secretary of State's office, the election division. We are open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you would like to leave us a message, please do so. Please include your telephone.
Between all of us at the table.
I think it's set to the AC you have when you have temporary influence, and then you're basically at a lump this. When you do everything attack and not have temporary influence. It's hard to imagine that in a situation.
Okay. When skeletons stop, skeletons rise up from the grave to take their place. How long does that take?
You know, I don't know that I've established that yet. This is part of what I want to put into that first book.
Is it the same? Like, his personality, memory, or things like that? Sort of not big reports.
Yeah. Well, when we meet some of the
few skeletons. And what about the other people?
Oh, the human beings. Yeah, meet people who, just like free, need to be buried. Need to be buried in the town cemetery. And then there's a chance that they'll come back.
I don't think this is what we think is happening. Oh. Yeah, but it's so small. It's true.
I mean, this is lore that is to be discovered. So,
No, it's just the moment that we're having right now. Like,
they wanted to set up a situation where the brine folks, when the meat sack died, that they might send, that they, if that person was willing, then they'd go over to the elephant pella.
There we go. Yes. Okay, good.
the farm.
Yeah.
What if there's a chance? Well, I guess it depends on a number of factors. How fresh the seed is to be at the farm versus how long it takes to figure out the food. Also, if they were even considered. Yeah. I got really confident long-term problem. No, future problem.
Okay.
Future green. Great about it.
Brenton is just amazing how sort of level aggressive, great, and sort of great this place. Right? It's usually one directional. It's usually a lot more definite. It's like, oh, this is a unique, and in a way where you would normally be suspicious and stern.
Reasonably so.
The fact that like we've already stamped this as a place that Kellenborg puts a stamp on, just like this is.
Yeah.
It's like
They're sad about the people who were destroyed, but it's more like, oh no, the meat sacks were in pain, and that's sad. But we'll put them in the ground, and we'll probably see them again at some point, and they feel the same way. You just hear them talking about like, I don't know, we don't have to collect those bones. It's fine. Yeah. Well, they might turn up later. We'll see. And they say they might turn up tomorrow. This is the language they use.
See if they come back. And how?
Yeah, 17. Personally? Yeah, personally 17. French League, 404, French League, 404, French League, USA, French League. Me. French League, USA.
Let's do, I think we were doing
Ash was on board.
Oh, I don't think we started it. I had a plan to do a skill challenge. So each roll is an hour, right? That you'll need to devote. So you have to take your 4 hours of rest, and then you've got another 4 hours while everyone else is working. So you'll have 4 rolls available. Okay, right? And then I have a number here of like the number of successes that you need to get. That's not where it is. Hold on.
Battle with Dr. Fate. Hang on. What the hell was that?
That is, I know a lot of this, like, that's the most school I've heard.
I know.
Weird.
Well, have to get the number of successes before 3 failures.
Okay.
But if you get a crit fail, it resets the successes.
Okay.
Okay?
I don't want that.
So that's, you know, if you get 2, 3, 4 on the dice, then we reset. But let's make your first roll.
Pick something to roll.
Let's see. Arcana, let's see. Sure, I would accept.
Okay.
Feel free to pick something else if you want. Okay. You'll also, if you crit fail on a skill, you can't use that skill again. This is
Okay.
Yeah. And if you get a crit success, you get 2 successes.
Great.
Yeah. Just roll next.
Well, it hurt you say roll 10.
Oh.
It did that. But I have +7, so that's 17.
Okay, that's a hit. Yeah. You got 1 out of the. I will set it up. You got 1 out of. Oh.
The amount.
Yes.
Okay. Do I have to pick a different skill or can I roll either again?
Yeah. Just if you crit fail nature, then you keep.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yes. That was not better. Nice, you're doing a bad job today. That's 13.
I put DC 14, but it actually makes me like I think that's too high. I'm gonna change it to DC 14. 13. So it's now officially DC 13. I'm not gonna lower it.
That's fair. So that is a success? Yeah?
Yes. Yeah. You now have 2 out of 6.
Okay. Don't be guilty.
No, not that.
Okay. That is 18.
Nice.
No. I don't think I haven't had nice today. They were real nice last night. I was happy.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Nice. Yeah.
21.
Yep. 4 successes. You're not quite done, but you know you're closing in on the end.
Okay.
And whenever you like, if we start doing something you want to spend an hour studying, that's fine. Right? Go into your cabin and spend an hour doing that. But that's what we do while everyone's resting, and then we're done. We're eating breakfast, and we're, no, let's go.
For the first time, we're ready for the not like it.
Okay.
Wait real much.
Rosemary probably comes along and I think the sisters based. The siblings, I should say. Rosemary, Sage, and Tim, I think, is the age order.
Yes.
Yeah, was there alphabet?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Rosemary is the oldest. Sage is the primarily sex worker. And Tim is our sage hand instructor. And barbarian discovery. Okay, so the morning is, I think, Braylon, you have frequently been the first one up. Yeah, this is the troop of performers. Get up at 10, 11, maybe, who knows?
My grade is typically up with sunrise, but I don't understand why you guys, consider 10 a.m. breakfast. Until today.
Yeah. And so I think Rosemary probably comes along. I think we would have checked in with, are any of you out of your rooms by 10? I am. Oh, yeah. I got a good amount of rest. I'm ready for the fight. Yeah, I'm up pretty early. Okay. bunch of like eggs, potatoes, and just all kinds of stuff in there. Hot sauce is readily available. It's approved. I'm a hot sauce person. You don't go without. But so she yeah. So she hands me that and says, "Raylan, this morning normally he's in breakfast by now." I see snap this morning. Okay. Last time they were just
Oh yeah. Capture.
well, I'm gonna check. Something. Then it had she like handed you a shallow bowl and I had another one, like clearly looking for someone to give this to. And I should say it's got like little spits of cheese in it, some actually like rosemary and oregano. It's got like all kinds of stuff in there, and then you want asparagus. Yeah, I do too.
I'm so hungry now. Something worse.
And she's like, oh. Okay. Anyway, you know that cheese?
Incredibly lactose intolerant.
Oh, okay.
It's giving me the space
Yeah.
to have a little more cheese. I can get it though.
Okay.
But cheese is disgusting. Mentally and actually. Like,
It's fine. We can.
More cheese for us.
Yeah, exactly. My lactose intolerance hasn't extended past like milk and ice cream yet, and I'm just like crossing my fingers like, let's just stop. And that's only happened as I got older. Like I hit 40, and I was like, fuck you, ice cream. Like, no. Back to me. Lactose-free ice cream has saved my life. Why I want to eat sadness with a spoon? Oh, coming up very different. Easy content. Well, actually, sorry. I don't have a problem with sorbet. I have a problem with frozen yogurt. And I got in my head, bacon and yogurt. Yeah. I love sorbet. Yeah.
Yeah. When you want creamy, well, milk makes your tum tum hurt. Lactose-free ice cream is
Yeah, never had it, so I've tried it.
Yeah. Next time you come over, have a bite, see what you think. Okay. So, there's a knock at your door. It's a little after 10. Hello? I do like the idea that, like, there's your armor is like a trail that leads to your bed. And you've got your, like, what do you wear, like a nightshirt? You just go in your underwear? Like, what?
I like to imagine it's like,
I'm gonna get everybody naked before we're done.
but like, not really a fashion person. Like, I haven't lived a life where I would even understand fashion. Because I've lived most of my social life in a temple or about Elmore. It's probably some like religious coded, like more like a more like priestly robe than shit, right? It's like I don't know anything else, and so yeah, it's just like probably what to someone human size would look like a black cotton t-shirt, but because I'm my size, yeah, it's on me like this. Yeah, like a tunic.
And like, yeah.
And just a line of brassy armor headed to the bed, and Raylan is my upper half is on the bed, and like both my feet are just off the bed.
Yeah,
like collapsed there. Yeah, yeah, tiny. Okay,
Yeah.
that's
That's okay. That's not a denigration. Yeah, there's a knock on the door, and there's a pause, and you realize, oh, that's the second time someone's knocked, right? So Rosemary knocked, waited, knocked again, and then has cracked the door and said, I'm coming in. Are you decent? Yeah, no, come in. And she gives it just smirks. Like, all right, this is good. I'm glad you had a good time last night. What's her about?
yeah, no.
Yeah. I'm glad to see you loosen up a little bit. I brought you breakfast. Okay. And you want a little hair of the dog to help balance out the situation, or? Okay, so as an expression, you're hungover from drinking or doing whatever, that a little bit of that in the morning helps sort of get you over the hump of feeling better.
And have the moment of reflection. You know what? Yes. And let's have some of the hair of the dog.
Okay, so this is a gin I've been working on. It's a little floral, but you know, let me know what you think of it. And just pulled out a little like silver flask and puts it on the nightstand next to your plate of food. Yeah.
Thank you.
Angel. Yeah.
Thank you. Now, this is it's delicious.
How do you like it? Okay. Well, you know, we got a little while before we have to set up, so just take your time, get ready.
And thank you for breakfast, of course.
I love it that she hasn't been outside yet.
And it's just like the most confused, but it's okay. We got it. And I'm gonna try to like get better and like not. I wanna now see me doing this thing. But I don't want to choke them. So like if you're nearby, you just hear.
You just haven't done a lot of drinking.
Yeah, just haven't done a lot of drinking and trying to like. I'm assuming this is like if Brendan has had drinking. I'm like, oh, try this wine.
Yeah, or me.
Yeah.
Like pretty chill. Yeah.
Just like what I'm assuming is just moonshine as.
It's better than that, right? It's not quite moonshine.
No, I mean like it's potent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a 40%, you know, like, but it's a very high quality gin. Yeah.
So it's also gin. So
Yeah. So
in the morning.
yeah, that's to taste, right? Like I like gin, but
Gin is delicious.
yeah. All right. So that's the start of your day.
That's the start of my day.
Anything else we need to establish? Everyone gets a little food delivery. Moving on with the rest of the day. Yeah. So midday, you know, we have a little reprise of the carnival games, right? So we have sort of the after lunch, a few hours of carnival game time, and then the circus is going to shut down from like 4 p.m. and you know, get ready for the final show. And so that's what's happening there. The town is working on cleaning up and repairing the dock, which, you know, eventually everyone discovers, oh my god, what happened up here? There's no obvious or anything like that. There's just the wooden wreckage of a ship that was torn apart, the docks that were damaged, the dry docks are completely demolished. It's just gone. So that's, they're going to have to rebuild that from scratch. But
Since it's sort of counting your own right there, they have.
they know, like, based on the we're okay, we're going to do that. That's smashed. Yeah, all in all, they lost, what did I say, like, yeah, like 10 skeletons and 3 demons. The beach people were very renting before, but then they all came out. And there is talk of like, yeah, I think it just comes up. Somebody would ask me, they explain like, so at sundown, we'll see what happens. Doesn't happen very often, but yeah, I think it's maybe in passing, but if you want to track down the mayor and ask some questions, we can. I mean, whoever like is telling us about that, actually, that kind of turned everybody just, oh. Should we maybe hold up on the show, watch it's out? Well, so timing-wise, they'll end up at Sunday, and your show is usually a little bit after Sunday. Oh, okay, right. Just to be able to do it and have the lighting really,
It's got one.
yeah. I got a little cocktail. I'll see if I can like bring you with he's like, hey, can you just make sure I'm doing this right?
So I'm going to join you. I'm going to say, I think Kellamore asked me if I wanted to guide. He did. Also, but I don't really know. So, can I just stand alongside you and pay attention?
Yeah. Graylin with, like, at this point, I still don't know if this really had this experience. I don't know if Graylin would be suspicious that he probably might not be not way to bring it back up. So,
You can just decide. Unless you're not sure. I'm not sure. Okay, yeah.
oh wow, what's up? Like 10 and below, no, and 11 up, and 11. So yeah, okay, yeah. So met each other before?
Yeah. And I start describing the face. I'm like, yeah, Kellamore, this, yeah, the big gift body, the scales, the fist on your chest, right?
It sounds like you met him, but I think you manifested some of that mind of journey. But yeah, it does sound like I met him, which internally I'm also not happy about. My friends keep getting direct passage to my God. But okay, so first, my God. But my God.
Took a knee and got a direct reply.
Right, but he's my God. Go listen here. What did he offer you again?
He said, well, okay, a few things. So, not all shadows are alike.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm pretty proud of myself for getting that one.
Okay.
Okay, great. I'm catching on. Also, everything kind of dies or goes away eventually.
That is our typical. Most things.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's our core.
Yeah. And some things need help going away. And so he said, because of my connection to particular kinds of shadows and to his domain, I might be able to help things move on.
Okay. So, in order, there are shadow, which is neutral, and then there are bad shadows.
Yeah.
So, right. So, you were faithful.
Yeah.
Shadow, neutral.
Okay.
Not good or bad.
Okay.
Shorts. This thing.
Bad shadow. Okay. Right. Okay.
Okay.
So don't touch it.
Do not touch something. Matter of fact. Second, I don't know if you love history, but yes, our forte is that all things of the mortal realm have time. And some people try to corrupt that. It's that our spitting the faces of our people.
Like that thing from last night.
Okay, that shadow.
Yeah.
And my job as one of his chosen is to facilitate that. But considering that you also have access to the shadows as well, you could also help.
Okay.
So this is a big opportunity. You would essentially have a job similar to mine.
Sounds like an MLM pitch.
Yeah. Or not me.
Yeah, I know. It's out of character, obviously.
Yeah.
He just has no idea what MLM is.
Well, you gotta cheat to the mic a little bit more, just so we can get more of your, when you're, yeah,
This way. Yeah. So, yeah, if take this on, essentially, work also, Raylan has his own intention of trying to make this sound like he's not trying to persuade. It's not like a do this thing. I'm using it for speaking. He's also like trying to say it in a positive way. Okay, because he does like Bruce. So
Okay, but
I like
colleagues.
yeah, like, we work together, right? So
I know every word.
so I mean, I'm not going to push you in any way, but this is a movie and a structure that you can find yourself in.
Okay. I'm letting this stuff. And I think I really could use your guidance on this journey. Stuff. Your friend said that I'm not a god, so I guess I have a lot that I need to work on when I get there. Yeah, which I'm willing to do more. We all know.
So, okay, he has a list of things he needs to do. I'm gonna go guide him.
Okay.
And we're gonna come along. And lesson number one, what is a god? And how to respect that. And he is not my friend, he is my god. So, you know, there's a respectability there. And then, like, they walk towards the chapel and, like, the whole conversation on respectability politics. Right?
Okay. Yeah, and I don't know about this whole becoming a god thing now, because if it means I can't be your friend, like, okay, I have to really rethink my life choices around that. In a lot of ways, like a parent, right? Like a parent, yes, obviously love their child, but like parent and friend is a different relationship. Yeah. So, okay. Okay. This has a lot of issue. Jason, there is a fair amount of downtime this morning, and you wanted to spend more time researching. It's up to you, or like, what do you do today?
You got a lot of research done right there. Did get some research done earlier.
I don't even know if this jump out in character or out.
You know what? We're gonna let whether or not General Backbreaker is up. Decide that.
Oh yeah, I know her first name now, by the way.
Oh yes.
Did I say that you got her first name and I was just stuck?
I forget.
I think you got it. So it's Zorug.
Okay.
Zoruhg. Don't forget the H.
Okay. Because the little spell paper I have is not one. It's only one use if she is. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like a standing spell. Did I say how long it was supposed to last? I think it's okay. So we'll set it up. You get 10 minutes instead, right? We don't necessarily have to play that out in real time, sort of stopwatch, but
Yeah.
yeah, she answers.
Hello.
Glad you got in touch. That's my day off, so I do laundry and all the things you have to do on your day off.
I'm gonna show later, but I'm not significant amount of downtime until then.
Okay.
Maybe like want to do the laundry. Like I'm doing.
Well, I'll have to see. I have to get a pass to leave. But I might be able to. And I assume this would be more than, let's say, a picnic. It wasn't my first thought.
I feel like my
you want to hook up? Like, oh.
His body language is not subtle.
Right.
Also, like, in the morning, this is his morning outfit, which consists of, like, palazzo pants that are slit all the way up the sides, and then a floor-length open robe that's like burnout velvet, and it's got, like, beaded constellations all over it.
Oh, sure.
And that's it.
Just bare chest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a super loose one.
Yeah.
The pants are barely on.
Yeah. 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 She makes a request and is going to be on the realm space.
And you would invite her to the show tonight. However long she wants to stay, she's more than welcome.
Sure. Oh yeah. Also, I meant to give you the background, like some stuff that Lucretius passed on. Of like, I had framed it as like Lucretius wasn't that sure, but like I would rather just give you a bunch of information up front and retcon that Lucretius had this information. That the so Zora is Rao's sister, right? In the background, and so they actually are. And that could have been like Zora could have been her great grandmother or something, right? Because living a life in the Shadow Realm, the Shadow Belt, and it doesn't age the same way. But they are actually just age. They're 20-somethings, and the background name is Ev. Their family follows a matrilineal tradition, and so Uraug's husband took her in, right? So that's their family. Makes sense of anything? But yeah, they are the backbreakers are known in Waterdeep primarily. That's their from, and yeah, so Zora probably grew up there, and you know, teleport service at some point, and then
The atomic man, not the nuclear man, the atomic man.
that's a little bit of paper. In Visit, there is a fair amount. It's not like, all right, let's get to work, but you know, there's like the amount of lead up that you know, like whatever, right? Like
Yeah, it's a conversation.
yeah. You're like it's comfortable. She's got all day, right? Like,
Yeah.
but that's why we're like do that first. Eat dessert first, and then doesn't particularly mind talking about herself, right? Is like also asking questions about Jaden, but she was involved in several sort of like campaigns that like battles that Kelvor was called to either adjudicate or not Kelvor literally, but like the church, right? Was like in her like as a still technically more, right? But when you're in the Shadow Realm, you don't age, and so that's common. So she's also aging a whole day by being here with us.
Oh.
So
He does find that flattering.
yeah, that's worth noting. But yeah, she also, I mean, she is big and strong, and all the things that come along with it, right? She's just a substantial person.
Part of my history describing the battle.
And they are things that like, yeah, I've read about that battle. Like at least one of them you probably would have read. So yeah, it's a very friendly midday into afternoon. Yeah. Okay.
And you would absolutely like before she gets there, like make sure there's like up here after like comfortable.
Okay. Excellent.
downtime before we get ready for the show. I want to like go out, see all this wreckage. Let's be real. I had to pick up some skills, and my parents will never things.
Yeah.
Picked up. Totally.
Yep.
And so we'll go out and like help the townspeople start like wreckage and whatever and whatever, and like things that need to be shown up. Like just basics, not like major improvement training.
Yeah.
But also not there for thieving.
Yeah.
Physical devastation.
By about 2 in the afternoon, a wagon comes in on the road, right? And it is it's a double wagon, so there's like a big old covered wagon and then another wagon that's towed, but you know, the one's got like a little train with the roof, this like oxen kind of creature, yeah, Rafa. Got a couple of them pulling this, and you can see it is a like fire engine red tiefling, right? This like really bright red that they can range in tone and everything, right? But this one, she looks kind of young, you know, like 20. So who knows? Maybe she'll get gray a little later, but also has little nubby like goat horns. Like, so another thing, people have all range of whatever. Has two little stubby goat horns. Like, yeah, this goat, that's not very descriptive, but like the nubs on their bells help. Yeah, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah. And it is sitting on the buckboard next to a dwarf who looks like maybe 60 something. He has a relatively short beard and it only comes down to his mid-chest. And is shaped into this like perfect little like not parallelogram, like angles down and then it's flat on the bottom. Yeah, like a trapezoid. Like he clearly spent time, you know, and like he's in the mirror like one little spin, one side, you know, that's what it is. Yes, she's weird. God, that smell. Okay. Look. It's tricky sometimes. But anyway, this wagon rolls in. It's these two at the front, and then there are several more exclusively tieflings and dwarves, right? Just like another probably 10 people. Okay? Either sitting on the sides, you know, of the wagon, or walking on the side, or whatever. A bunch of tools and supplies and stuff. And it turns out, so when all the damage and stuff happened, they realized they were going to need help. And so they contacted people in Pike Place who are, you know, miners and smiths and, you know, do a lot of like heavy industry kind of stuff, but on a small scale, right? So they don't have a steel mill. They export their steel, their iron to be turned into steel and stuff. So anyway, they show up to start helping with repairs, right? Repairing pillars or replacing them, and just doing all that. But they also had known, like, oh yeah, there's going to be the show tonight, so like a bunch of them were going to come anyway, just to hang out. But they're like, oh, we need to bring tools instead, okay, or as well. And so, you know, the people who wanted to come to the show also packed up all their tools and are, you know, they're doing work during the day. And I don't think it's like Brian has paid for you to be here, so I don't think they charge by the head to come to the show.
I think that most of the money is actually getting made on like games and concessions and whatever, just like in a real.
Yeah, like they did an appearance fee of like, please show up, and then, you know, the rest of it is yeah, so between maybe roughly pay for that.
So that pay give in whatever we earn from the discussion.
Yeah.
Unless we get killed, right?
It will. Yeah.
So I'm officially out of the dog.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Establish that, Lord.
Yep.
Did I get coming here?
Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah. You get an official Carnelia now back. Yeah. This worked out well. Okay. Good to know. So yeah, there's a lot of as some of you are coming out of the wagons for the first time, there's a lot of like pounding, shouting, clanging, and there's some of that. And it'll keep the armor on first. Yeah, and she doesn't show up. Zora doesn't show up in her like teleport livery, right?
Sure, yeah.
But yes. So, since you're in your own little demi playroom, are you in your own little demi playroom? Yeah,
Probably.
Yeah, that's polite.
The tent needs to be bigger on the inside.
Yeah, we don't get the excitement of the wagons like, okay, all right. That would be fun, but our wagons are too magical. Yeah. And also, it's a bunch of circus performers living in tight quarters. Like, it's nice to have a little separation. When the wagon is a rocket, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's just like a different scarf on the outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like the scarf code. You don't have to like go in that wagon.
Everyone has 3 scarves. Okay, so, yeah, there's a lot of sort of industrial repairs being made. You can join in and help with that. They actually have you pitch in. There's a number of places where it's like, hey, we need you to, it's not like spell slots or anything, but like, hey, that like lightning bolt thing you do? It's like, can you do like weld this together sort of thing? Like sort of become an arc welder. What's probably less helpful in the circumstance? Yeah. But you're capable of manipulating elements to some level. It's all
It's fine. It's a funny thing. It's like, yeah, I can buy one. Well, small.
Yeah.
I can do that too.
Yeah. But they put steel bands around one of the pilots that's cracked. Like let's straighten that out and plant this around there and get it on there real good. And so yeah, they're making repairs. They get a lot done during the day. Obviously, they can't do everything, but they're pulling the ship wreckage fully apart to try to see how much can be salvaged. And fortunately, there was no like cargo, right? It was up a dry dock being repaired, and just tended to it. So it didn't lose anything super valuable, except a gallon. Spell check. Yeah, it wasn't. They didn't lose their spelljammer film. We also will. We know we're selling them the second help, right? Okay. So yeah, when we leave, I will figure out a gold amount and give everyone something for that.
That reminds me, we do know. He's really excited about those minutes.
The mayor wanted to meet and talk about the illicit column, right? Okay. So we don't necessarily have to do a town council meeting blow by blow, but and I think you all have the right instinct of like these skeleton folks probably have some inkling of what it's like to be judged for your outer wrapping or lack thereof. And so while there is some initial concern, I can't imagine a world where the board aren't able to at least get this to, let's see, let's wait and see what happens. So they're willing to have a conversation, right? See what happens. So they're not going to tell the people from High Place yet. That's, yeah. Like, technically, the colony is closer to High Place than it is to Brian, but, like, it's just like they're their own town,
Yeah.
you know, and like it's got sort of that small town pride feeling of like, yeah, we're high place. We don't eat fish every day. Like, okay.
They're rifle high schools.
Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly it. The soccer tournament's incredible, but yeah. So now there's a third team on that. All right. So the let's see. Yeah. So the town council is able to absorb this information. We did set up the show at sundown. Everyone's, well, not everyone in town, but there's a gathering at the cemetery. And precisely 13 people, 13 skeletons come up out of the ground. And most of them were people who went down yesterday. And a few of them, let's say, are different. And Pietro actually says, like, this confirms it. It's keeping our number at 500, right? There are 500 of us, but it's not necessarily replacing, like, one of the meat sacks who died didn't come back today, but maybe will in the future, right? So it's the magic of Brine is maintaining a consistent number at sundown. And actually, because the town faces west, you know, you see the sun hit the ocean from the cemetery on the hill, right? And yeah, that's skeletons. So some of them were here before, and for some reason, it doesn't matter that their bone fragments washed up to sea. And they literally, like, just come up out of the dirt like a zombie film. Just, hands come up, like, like, pull themselves out of the dirt of the cemetery.
Is it bodies that have been previously buried, or literally from, like, I was reading what you were saying, like, they were coming out of it or buried clean. Like, those bodies didn't come back, but some other bodies were buried.
Well, so everyone who comes up has been buried in bone,
Right.
okay? And the skeletons that were destroyed yesterday are people who were buried in bone,
Right.
and they come up out of their individual graves. Yeah. And two of the meat sacks show up as skeletons as well. Alright. So, we also have a big show. I don't know how much detail we have to get into that. I kind of want to, like, keep our story moving here, too.
I just wanted a quick question, not like a whole elaborate one,
That's okay.
but is Essay successful? Is it going to continue doing?
Yeah, I haven't said that was my time. But I think it's the same thing. It's like I don't think one. There, no.
Or
What
maybe,
about that part?
yeah, since you skipped it last time, I think Tim comes and says, like, just so you know, you're supposed to go out.
Okay, all right, sure, yeah.
They like it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Does Zorbrook stay for the show?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
then Jacob would definitely starry more in the finale.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I'm not making the show all about him, but, you know, it's...
No, but and she would probably be the only one that notices that the constellation he assumed is whichever one she was born under.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it. That's one I would like to give, especially in the type of law, medical things, speaking people beyond the grave. I'm not sure if it's going to work here. It gives people a chance to use those quantum. Oh, sure. Yeah. So if you have something, like, and also, lock somebody's bodies? That's a personal thing. investigating. Like maybe
That's
you should have her to do something. Like I'm not. She does a lot of things I'm not aware of, but he didn't tell me. This is.
She's also not in her armor.
Yeah, it's a lot of weird things. I've noticed it, but not enough to.
So it's kind of like when you see your teacher at the grocery store. They're also not wearing their armor. Okay. So yeah, big show. Everyone has a good time, especially because it's been so stressful, you know. And yeah, balanced with lots of people. Except in this town, that's not necessarily a forever thing. Like, you know, we'll see who was the next go around. That's just the nature of quote unquote life in France. So, I think we need to set up next where you're going. So, I think I sort of glossed over a lot of the information Capricious was giving you. And the thing she wanted you to do was start with the museum. It turns out this is called the Star Drift Athenaeum. And the Star Drift Athenaeum is sort of like a university extension campus of Candlekeep, right? So Candlekeep is primarily a library, right? It's not a university or but they kind of serve those functions, right? It's not necessarily what we would think of as a university, but people go to Candlekeep to learn stuff, right? And it's just a fortress of learning, right? It's not a town or in a city or anything. Like Waterdeep has a number of more traditional looking universities. But the Candlekeep has a number of things that they consider dangerous, and so they created this holding area in national space, or well, realm space, not national space, that there's a portal in Candlekeep that goes to Seventh. However, the Capricious lets you know that Candlekeep has not been letting scholars access the deep archives of the Star Trek. So, rather than trying to finagle your way through Candlekeep and maybe with some people or whatever, she thought, why not just go directly to the Athenaeum in Brussels? They probably have some sort of external entrance, and they probably just shut down the portal here. You know, maintenance. I mean, it's not like there was an attack on Candlekeep or something like that. We would know. Anyway, the word on the street is that Candlekeep is not accepting. They were already very restricted. Like you show up, you have to bring a written work of some kind to just get in and a written work.
Gotta go do stuff.
So now they consider different things worthy, right? It might be some, barbarian's cookbook is like, this is interesting to us. We accept and don't eat the books. But that sort of thing is not so restricted, but it is anyone who wants to get in has to kind of come in. But there's a whole house, right? So we're not going to Candlekeep. We're going to their extension campus, Star Drift Athenaeum. We have right? And there, in that, so that was the museum that you visited that had a lot of natural artifacts. It also has other sort of like, it's like the storage, the part of the library that most people don't need access to, so they put things away that are either dangerous or esoteric and not frequently needed. It's like Candlekeep's basement. successful, or Canopiva is not allowing people to visit the extension via the portal. So,
can we say that Jaden got in through Candlekeep before by giving them his like travel log books? Like there's stuff in there he
Cool.
has completely forgotten.
Yeah,
If
I
you
love
read it, he'd be like, "That's
Okay.
that's fun."
Okay. That's what we got for now, and I'll be back later.